What is up, everyone? JD here. Hope you're doing well today. Today, we're going to be picking our favorite budget knife of the year. Let's get it. All right, guys. I'm just going to do a couple honorable mentions because I also will be doing like a full, you know, all the way up to 150 feature or showcase, just showing like a lot of stuff, not everything. Obviously, I can't do everything, but a lot of stuff that I liked all the way up to 150, and that's going to include some that were under 30 and everything. So I did want to actually, as I've wrapped that video up, I did want to do one video where I actually did pick a winner, because as I thought about it, there actually was one knife that really, to me, kind of stood out from the crowd for me personally that I really, really liked. But I do want to do a couple of honorable mentions because there were a couple that really challenged that realm. So again, on this channel, under $100 is a budget knife, and that's just because with inflation, things have gone up a little bit, and with locks and designers being involved more in the budget realm, it does present a little bit of a challenge to cap it at 50 or even 75. I think is too low. Now, I know that 100 is not something that your average person will spend on this, so I am going to kick it off with the CJRB Alt Pyate as my one of my notable knives for the year. There is the regular version, which comes in at around 30 bucks. You're getting RPM 9 blade steel, which is phenomenal. It's a nice spray form metal that's going to hold a really, really good edge a long time, and it's going to be really easy to maintain. You're going to have contoured scales with a reversible pocket clip. The large is going to give you a nice 4-finger grip for larger hands, whereas a regular one is a little bit tight. But I do like either version. This one here with the coupon as it sits today, coming in at under 50 bucks. I think that's a phenomenal value. You're getting a lock on here as well, and that's going to lock it open or closed. And that's just so that if you're going to be using this a little bit more hard use, a little bit more of a heavy duty user, it is going to be locked out securely. You don't have to worry about bumping the button and it moving or anything like that. And you can tell the difference between the button lock and the actual lockout mechanism. They operate very differently. They have a different audible sound. It's not going to push back on you when you push it in. You got to make sure that it's moved over, and then you can open and deploy it. But I really like these options here, especially at that price point. The other alternative recommendation I'm going to make, because I do like this, I think it can flex into a gent carry, but it is a little bit more on the heavier side. So a little bit more of a weighty knife, not awful, still going to be just fine for EDC. I would have liked for them to found a way to make the relief cuts a little bit bigger, maybe add one down here underneath where the spring goes. Possibly that's a little bit smaller, but I would have liked for them to found a way to make this just a little bit lighter. It is a little bit tighter for me in the choked up position and a little bit tighter for me choked back, but I do like it for a medium EDC, something a little bit smaller to carry. And I think QSP has really dialed the crossbar lock mechanism in. They did a fantastic job here. I think the geometry that they're using on this allows it to be harder to overcome, but it is also not going to be for the faint of heart, meaning if you have weak fingers, you're not good at deployment, this one's probably not going to be for you. But I really liked this, especially because it was just over 75 when it first dropped, but towards the end of the year, they did a fantastic sale and it dropped under 75. 14C28N with a great cutting geometry, a great blade shape that is going to allow you to perform utility tasks in addition to EDC tasks, and great thumb stud deployment. And again, I just think aesthetically it looks really, really nice. But another honorable mention, let's get to the final knife that I picked for budget knife of the year. All right, guys, so the budget Militol, whether you're looking at the mini or this one here, the full size, whether you're looking at the Nitro V or the one here with the 154 cm, I just really like the way that this one looks. I love the multiple means of deployment. I think it's a nice add-on that they did inlays here. They also offered the inlays separately. So if you bought a knife and you wanted an inlay from a different model for that particular combo. You can mix and match, which I think was a fantastic idea. It does come with a fold-over steel clip, but the Civivi titanium milled pocket clips that make it look like the premium one fit with no issues whatsoever. It is milled for weight reduction, very satisfying to deploy, great detent. As you can see there, I slip sometimes because the detent is so well tuned. Front flipper works really good as well. I like that you can do the roll and you can do the reach around with this one. Also, I like the fact that it is left hand friendly, except for the fact that it didn't reverse the pocket clip or make the pocket clip reversible. I think that's a miss for this one. They definitely could have easily done that. I think lefties would have appreciated that, especially for something that's coming in at under $80 total. Whether you're getting the 154cm version coming in at under 60, I believe it is, for the Nitro V version, and you got a bunch of different options. They did a nice job with the fit and finish on here. The 154cm has performed really well on this one. Great lock bar access. You have stamped bearings, no, cage bearings. This one has the cage bearings in there. It's like the Delrin washers where they're caged in nylon, and it's just really smooth like that. You don't need to do anything with this one. Maybe disassemble it to clean and maintenance, but that would be about it. But just a very, very good looking design. I really like how thin and slicey the blade is. It does have a bit of a drop point on it so that you can do some detailed work and pinch grip. You do have to come up a little bit higher with that one, but in a pinch it would work for sure. They did a good job converting it from a frame lock to a liner lock. It does feel a little bit thicker in some parts, but that also is nice when you're gripping it and using it. It does feel very comfortable in hand, very comfortable to choke up, choke back, lots of space on here. And again, if this one's too big for you, they made a mini, a bunch of them too. And they made premium and they made budget versions, which I think is a smart move by Kaiser. But this to me stood out above everything else. This version, especially for me in the budget world, I think is a very, very attractive design, and I think is going to flex very well for gent carry EDC, and you're going to be able to use this a little hard in some instances on occasion. Let me know what you guys think. What was your favorite budget knife for the year for 2024? I would love to hear that down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, like would be appreciated. Affiliate links down below in case you like any of the knives that I showed or are doing any shopping. When you use those links, it helps the channel tremendously. And a special thank you to my channel members. That support that you guys provide by being a member is greatly appreciated. I'm out of here, guys. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll catch you next time. Peace.